Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Nick Gray, and today I am back with another smartphone camera comparison using the all-new OnePlus 9, which I'm using to record right now with its rear-facing ultra-wide camera, and I'm going to be comparing that to the Google Pixel 4a. Now, as I do in all of these smartphone camera comparisons, everything you see in this video is recorded on these two devices, so just keep an eye on the bottom of the screen to see which smartphone and which cameras from that device are being used. Now, before we jump into some side-by-side photo and video comparisons, let's take a look at the camera specifications for these two devices. And since this here is the Pixel 4a, we're going to start with that one there, with its single 12 megapixel sensor on the back of the phone that can record 4K video at 30 frames per second. And then when you flip things around to the front, you get a single selfie camera, 8 megapixels, that can record 1080p video at 30 frames per second. Switching over to the OnePlus 9, you have a triple camera setup on the back of the phone with a 48 megapixel main sensor, 50 megapixel ultra wide, which is the same one that OnePlus used on the 9 Pro, which is an excellent ultra wide camera. And then finally a 2 megapixel monochrome sensor for allowing more light to be captured with better dynamic range during daylight shots and also better low light production as well for the other two cameras. As far as the front facing camera goes, you're looking at a 16 megapixel sensor there that can capture 1080p video at 60 frames per second, while the rear cameras max out at 8K video, 30 FPS, or 4K video at 60 frames per second. So now that we've gotten a look at the specifications of these two smartphones, I'm going to go out and take photos and videos with these two devices in a variety of different lighting conditions to see how they perform in everyday use. And here's a look at video capture from the front-facing cameras on both of these devices. Now, while the OnePlus 9 is definitely a lot more expensive than the Pixel 4a, it still captures video at the same 1080p resolution from the selfie camera. So if you're into front-facing selfie video, there's really not much of a difference between these two smartphones. Luminance. Here's a look at video capture from both of these devices at night, recording at 4K. And again, here's a look at video from the front-facing cameras on both of these devices when recording in low-light situations. When there is no light in front of you, you do get a lot of noise and grain in the shot. But if you do move into an area where there is some light, it does fare a little bit better. But again, neither of these devices do really well in situations like these. And that's going to do it for this camera comparison between the Pixel 4a and the OnePlus 9. Let me know what you think of the results in the comments below and which device you would rather use on a day-to-day basis for capturing photos and videos. I do have more camera comparisons between the OnePlus 9 and other devices that are currently on the market, so make sure you subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for that. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.